One to the first video of this channel. This channel is mainly born because I have a self-sabotage mechanism that I'm trying to get rid of. It has been cursing me for the past 6 years or so. I've been trading for the past almost 7 years right now, and the results have been average. And right now I'm on the last chance I gave myself to actually become consistent and really profitable and get what I want out of trading. So I'm not gonna promote this channel, I'm not gonna promote any courses or anything else. I'm just gonna focus on uploading a video a day for the next months and years to come if I can. And I'm gonna basically rewind the whole trading day. Right now I'm mainly focused on, for working reasons, I'm mainly focused on London sessions and euro dollar or GU or sometimes Nasdaq or gold, but mainly euro dollar and gold. As for today, I've been looking for this long position, which turned out to be a 1 to 11. And before going into this, I'm gonna rewind the whole day. So I'm gonna go to 8 a.m., which is the time of the day I mainly start trading. So what I saw at 8 a.m. today, I'm actually gonna get one more candle out of this so the 4 hour doesn't fuck me up. 8 of the day. So on the daily charts, we can see that from last week and from last weeks, the price accepted new lows. So we are going to the downside right now. So probably the price is gonna rebalance some areas up here. We don't know which one, but probably these OBs here, or the blocks here, here, and here, or this fair value gap that you can see on the weekly chart. I'm gonna switch to the weekly chart for you. So on the weekly chart, you can see there's a huge fair value gap here. You can see that here, so the price can turn back up before keep on going down and cover this fair value gap and so on and so forth. So as you can see, we accepted a new low. We have a body closure down here. So first, to go a bit faster, I switched to the 4 hours. I've seen this gap, I've seen these order blocks up here, so the movement started here. So what I wanted to see is the price on 15 minutes, because I mainly trade a 1 minute and a 15 minutes. So I wanted to see the price covering these fair value gaps still at least the 50%, which it did, and then going back up to this zone you can see on the 4 hour. I showed you before. This is the order block on the 4 hour, and I refined it a little bit more on the 15 minutes. You can see that here, and also in the 1 hour chart here. So I mainly do this just to have a clean zone where the price can actually retrace to. First zone is of course the rebalance here, and then inside 50% of this order block. So the price overall is short. So what we're going to look for are short positions, such as here last week. So what I'm gonna do now is tell you exactly what I did. I mainly draw the 15-minute and 4 hour structure. So 4 hour structure was here and here. I forgot to leave the 4 hour line here, but this is the 4 hour chart. And since the price did came up very well after the first fresh zone that pushed the price on the November 22nd down. So what I did is basically going to the 1 minute and wait for the price to show me something. I usually go for the quarterly theory too on the London sessions. So at 8 a.m. we were in this range here, mainly going also because of the Asian session. So I wanted to see the price mitigating the 50% or getting liquidity on these lows here and here, all right, and going back up to its own Asian session top liquidity, which is up here. All right, so this is the structure that I was looking for, and the price, what the price basically did was to open here. So this is the Frankfurt order block here. All right, so the at 8 a.m. we had this order block here, Frankfurt order block, and the price managed to push down, so we didn't have any structure forming on that liquidity, and price basically pushed down. It melted a little bit too fast for my standards, but as soon as we touched the 50%, basically the price reacted, and what it did was on the microstructure giving us a false break in the first place and then a new break. So the price accepted this low, so we were short, but it managed to not break here but break here. As you can see now, I'm gonna switch to the lines. So this is a breaker that pushed the price down and accepted the new low, but the price started up here. So as soon as we have a closure above this week, which is gonna be here, we don't have it, so the new high is not accepted yet, but we form a new high that is higher than the previous one that pushed the price below. So here we should have accepted the price on a new high in order to change the structure. I decided to enter as soon as the new high that has been formed in this candle here has been broken. So I decided to enter my position here. Okay, I had like 6 pips of stop loss, but what I did, to be honest, I regret my decision, but what I did, it was to, as soon as the price pushed up and didn't accept this low either, but I placed myself on break even. So I hit my break even, and then the price pushed inside the 50% of this breaker block that you can see here. All right, so new high accepted, not the structural one, but new high, 50% mitigation. This is a hammer candle, which is a beautiful confirmation, and the price started to rise up. So I hit my break even and the price basically skyrocketed to the previous Asian target that I told you, and then to the main structure liquidity, which was up here. All right, so I honestly regret it. This was a really cool zone for a partial, because it basically skyrocketed in a few minutes. So 10 a.m. We had this this skyrocket price going up until it actually got my final target, that was this liquidity up here. To be honest, if I was going to take this trade again, I would not put it to break even, and I would take the whole position here and not aiming for another target, just because the price actually skyrocketed. So what I was expecting here was the price to rebalance this zone and then going back up here. So fast forward to the later session. This we're actually in the time frame where in the time zone where I don't trade, between 10:30 and 2 p.m. usually don't trade. I don't even go for a New York session anymore, but sometimes I do. So if I was going to trade a New York session, what I would do was to actually wait for the price to rebalance this order block, because the new high was accepted on the 15 minutes. So we accepted this high here. I'm gonna get rid of the Asian session for now. Okay, so what I was gonna do, sorry, was to go for this order block and try to get a confirmation here. So at least in the 1 minute or 5 minute time frame. But yeah, as you can see, it was at 1 p.m. So 1 p.m. is not a good time, because usually you gotta wait for 2 p.m. where New York actually opens. And as you can see, by 2 p.m. we managed to almost get the low here. It stayed inside my order block, and by 2 p.m. we were already at the target. So this was a really good trade. Risk reward 1 to 11 on a Monday, guys. It's unbelievable, but you know, sometimes happens. So break even for me today, no profit at all, but no profit is better than a loss. I'm gonna conclude this video talking about the later session. As you can see, the order block I've drawn before with you on the 4 hour, the price managed to get to the 50%, and I don't remember if it, to be honest, if it gave a reaction, but I'm gonna back test with you. So I have a low here, a high, a new high that has been accepted. So the structure on 1 minute is still long, all right, to me. And we have this zone here that pushed the price back up. So if this zone is gonna be broken, I'm gonna go for short. So the zone is actually broken, but we didn't accept it this low. What we did instead was to create a higher high, a lower low, and a lower high. This lower high has been created by a higher low. So this low didn't manage to break above the previous high. So what tells me is that the price has lost its own buying power. So what I'm gonna do is to actually sell here. You can do whatever you want, but you can sell here and go for this, which is on the 15 minutes, sorry, on the 5 minutes, I guess. Yeah, on the 5 minutes was this order block on the 5 minutes, which is a rebalance of this push, all right? Or you can go for the low or the previous low. Since we are on an uptrend, I'm not going for the previous structure low. I'm gonna wait for the price to give me something more here, and probably going on this low because of the liquidity downstairs that we have here. So we have a liquidity here, and this is a good trade, to be honest. To me, I don't know actually if the price managed to go back, or it grabbed liquidity up here again before going back. But this is 3:30 p.m. so it's actually similar to the 9:30 a.m., which is the reverse time, and we're expecting this year. I remember I traced it as an optimal trade entry, so OTE, but for the short. So let's see, price managed to not take my stop loss actually, and going down. You can go for this stop, which is the more savage one, or the safer one, which is this. It's up to you. I usually go for at least 1 or 2 pips more than my actual stop loss, just because of the spread or any liquidity that can be here. So if I see that the stop here it's 9 pip, I'm gonna go for 10. I'm gonna round it up. Or if the high is close to this one, I'm gonna go directly for this, because I try to be as safer as I can. So let's say that I put 10 pips stop loss, which is fine. All right. Well, let's see if the price managed to go. All right, it went down. I'm gonna switch to 5 minutes just to be a little bit faster. Yeah, so yeah, this is the optimal trade entry again. I managed to draw with the fib. As you can see here, it's from here, it's optimal trade entry. So price managed to come back to my basically almost my break even, but this was the first partial. So 1 to 3 is the first partial. Since we are on reverse, I probably have like closed the position as soon as I see this candle closing, to be honest. So 1 to 3 is okay. If you want to go for a runner, you can leave like a 10% or 20%, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then again, you know, the previous low was hit. So for me, that's all. It's 7 p.m. here, so this would have been the whole day. I honestly didn't catch this. As I told you, I break even on this one. So we're gonna hope for tomorrow to be a better day, and we'll see each other again.